Okay, hello everybody, welcome to my how to get good at Trooper video. So today we're going to look at Trooper, his stock loadout, his general play styles, and maybe subclasses, probably not, but who knows, maybe that'll be in part 2 and I'll make a part 3 of all the unlocks. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with all the other subclasses next, but that's later. So, oh god, that was a failed jump. So Trooper, his stock loadout is a rocket launcher dealing pretty good damage, around 50 to 70 I'd say, 4 rockets in the clip and 20 reserve ammo, and all a really balanced weapon if you ask me. Second is a shotgun, it only shoots, all the bullets will always shoot inside the little crosshair you have. And, well, it's a shotgun, what do you expect me to say? It's reliable, good in general. Crowbar gives you damage from pyros, aka arsonists, is reduced by half. This only applies to the flames, though, like flare gun and the flamethrowers, like not shotguns. But you do get reduced knockback from air blast, also from arsonists, and explosives. So Trooper, he loves war. What do you say?
Take no prisoners.
Yep, referring to prisoners of war. And doesn't get along with anybody else. But in the game, he's actually a very team player. Surprisingly, yeah. And he has this cool mechanic called rocket jumping. So if you press C or Control, I press C because I have the setting right here. C to crouch. So if you press C, aim at the floor, and jump at the same time, you perform a rocket jump. Rocket jumping is very useful for getting to point A to point B. You can do it along many surfaces like floors or walls. It depends on how you angle it, your launch distance. You can also chain rocket jumps, although it is very risky. I suggest only doing it at the start of the game when you have lots of health. Yeah, rocket jumping can get you killed sometimes, but it only happens like 25% of the time. Just don't rocket jump if you're low HP. See, like that. Does about 46 damage. Maybe more. Yeah, about 46 per jump, so be careful of that. Of course, Trooper is the second tankiest class in the game. Getting bested by the Brute, sadly. The thing with Trooper is you either main him or you have him in your back pocket, because, well, it's really fun playing Trooper, honestly. I don't know why I don't see more of them. I mean, I guess it's good I don't see more of them. Yep, the guy just blew myself up. So yeah, if you're under 46 HP, don't rocket jump. Just use an unlock or something. So I have Last Bastion because it's honestly very good helmet. I also have the Veteran. But you're not here for that. So, Trooper. The mistake most people make is only using the rocket launcher. And rocket launcher is very good for getting people weak or crowd control. Crowd control, if you don't know, is being able to control a huge crowd of people. No duh. Like, having good crowd control is a necessity in first-person shooters like this. Only some classes need it, others just don't care. Okay, I don't think I can get up there, but I have rockets, so I can get up there. Yep, okay, yeah, you still take fall damage, so watch out for that as well. Very annoying. So, blast jumping or rocket jumping, you can call it either way. Very good for getting to the main point faster in King of the Hill. Also good for getting to payload cart if you want a clutch. Trust me, I've done it sometimes. Very good. Stock Trooper is probably the best loadout, since, stock is kind of overpowered in general. Side grades are mostly, the unlocks are mostly side grades, you know, like, if you want a meme around, you can do this, or if you want to play seriously, Stock Trooper is your best bet. So, explosive jumping, yeah, this video is just gonna be a ton about explosive jumping. You get into super cheeky spots like this. See, only a marksman could probably get up here. Maybe a flanker if he used the atomizer and winger. Marksman with the campus clan, but those require specific loadouts to dedicate doing that, while Trooper can just, do it instantly. What else do I say about this guy? Very tanky, good for pushes. There's this subclass Trooper, but that got nerfed to the ground, so I'll probably make a meme video about it. Maybe not a meme video, but, I don't necessarily like Trooper. Yeah, call me a tryhard. I don't care. People find ways to make Trooper work, so honestly, I respect that. Since you gotta give kudos to somebody who's using a nerf to the ground subclass, people are still making it work. I don't know how, probably because shotgun. Shotgun's very reliable. So the way I suggest playing Trooper is using the rocket launcher to get most of your damage and using a shotgun to finish him off. Because you run out of rockets surprisingly fast as Trooper. Shotgun, it's more consistent, you have more reserve ammo. Crowbar, I mean, I wouldn't really use it outside of, like, competitive scenes, because, it's kind of bad compared to anything else. Sure, owning fires, I mean, they can still air blast you, and your rockets. So that sucks. Say, about the little food, the chain of who counters who, I mentioned in the flanker video, the first part. Go to my channel for that, by the way. Certain classes counter you, and you counter certain classes. So, Trooper, I say he counters Mechanic, other Troopers, and Doctors. What else? Maybe Marksman? No, not really. I'm trying to think of all the classes. Annihilators, you're kind of on a 50-50 with, as well as Flankers. Marksman. God, why is it so hard? Brutes, yeah, you're kind of on a 50-50 because it depends on the terrain. Like, for example, if the Brute's right there and you're a Trooper, chances are you're not gonna survive. I mean, maybe if he's really bad at aiming, 4 rockets isn't gonna do it unless you get all 4 direct hits somehow. Yeah, another thing is Trooper, direct hits do more damage than splash damage. So, try to go for those, but it's not necessary. At least, according to me. But I'm not God now, am I? So, if you're around the corner, like if the Brute's right here and you're around the corner, you can definitely outplay him using the corner. Unless he decides to be brave. Another thing about, Trooper, a little secret strategy that I don't see a lot of people using, is that you can use the rocket launcher for escapes in close-up situations. So, like, if a flanker is rushing you right here, you can just shoot a rocket at your feet, but then crouch and jump quickly to, get away as well. It doesn't even matter. Like, you can strafe back. So you get a ton of damage, and you get away from the situation as well. But I wouldn't use that 100% of the time, since it's not very reliable, but if it works for you, you can do it. Shotgun, it's a shotgun. I'm not gonna repeat myself a lot. It's reliable, it's consistent. As long as you're in between the 2 bars at the sides, then your shots will hit. But try not to snipe people with this, just please don't. It's not a good idea. Look at that. If you aim directly, you're probably just gonna hit 1 bullet. Of course, you can't aim to the other side of the map with it. It's a shotgun. It's not meant for that. Even if you do get a shot from like here, it's probably gonna do like 4 damage or something. So when it counts as Trooper, Annihilators, no, he's a 50-50. Flankers, it's a 50-50 as well. You could double rocket them, or they meat shot you twice. Trooper v Trooper. It's actually very interesting because it's basically just two idiots flying at Mach speed through the air trying to hit each other with rockets. And honestly, I just made it sound like dumb, but no, it's epic. I love mirror matches as Trooper. They're fire. Oh, no, that's not fire. Arsonists. Try to test arsonists first. Shoot a warning rocket at them. If they don't air blast it, then chances are you're going to be able to push up. But if you're up against an actual competent arsonist and they air blast the rocket immediately, it's better not to go for it. But if it's necessary, just use a shotgun. It's surprisingly good against them. Don't know why. Crowbar, honestly, good for countering pyros. That's, I guess, it. So yeah. Now, defense classes. I wouldn't really call them defense classes, but the next three classes. Annihilator, it's a 50-50. Brutes, once again, I already told you it's a 50-50. But you own mechanics, by the way. Like, nah, you just rush those sentry nests. Annihilators can do it too, but rockets are easier to aim, honestly. Go for teleporters as trooper. Yeah, your team can take care of sentries, but teleporters are your biggest priority. This also goes for Annihilator as well. Teleporters are super annoying to fight against, because one, there's probably going to be a player always there, right, to defend it, whether it be a mechanic or an enemy who just used it. So if you destroy the teleporters, then, well, they're going to have a harder time getting to the point, which you don't want them doing. So, the support classes, I'd say. Mercs, Doctor, you own Doctors. If you can get high ground on them, then yeah, Doctor's good as that unless they can surf. Because Doctors can use your rocket jumping mechanic against you. Because they can surf rockets as well. If they do the whole crouch and jump thing, then they rocket jump if you hit their feet. So if it's a competent doctor, he'll probably get away. But if it's a non-competent doctor, like you're in a casual match or something, then yeah, it's a free kill. So marksman, I don't know what to say. Trooper kind of gets owned by marksman because Trooper is the second slowest class in the game as well. So he's very easy to headshot. Like, sure, you could argue, yeah, he has rockets. Rockets travel infinitely. Look at this. But like, they're so slow. Unless you're using the direct hit or something, it's gonna be almost impossible to hit a marksman because they can just see your rocket coming from a mile away. Agents. Yeah, I'd say you counter agents. You're pretty good against them. If you're close for a second, you see that well, it's pretty easy to predict their movement. Unless they surf the rocket as well. All the classes in the game, except maybe Brute, while they're spun up, can surf the rocket, so be wary of that. That's also why I say use your shotgun more. Don't just resort to fighting arsonists. Yeah, you can also chain rocket jumping. I'm pretty sure I already said that. Kinda bad at this. Yeah, you can chain rocket jumps, get to going insanely high speeds. Whee! Of course, yeah, be wary of fall damage. So yeah, to sum it all up, rocket launcher equals good, shotgun also equals good, crowbar is meh. Use rocket jumping a lot, but be careful. Don't try to test out pyros and try, I guess, beware of people surfing your rockets, I guess. Yeah, I think that's good enough for another video. So, like and subscribe, it helped me out a lot. I'm currently a growing channel, so I'm not even monetized yet. I don't get any money from this, but hey, you don't get ads either, at least I don't think so. So yeah, I guess that's good for you, bad for me, but hey, I'm doing this for fun. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll probably make a part 2, maybe part 3, soon. See ya.